A district judge blocked Trump.
All right, this ought to be good. Let's hear.
A district judge blocked Trump yesterday. A district judge does not hold power over the President of the United States.
What this lady's talking about is this court order, which blocked a recent executive order by the White House. And I beg to differ with this lady's view, and it's not just me. The law and the Constitution beg to differ too. And specifically, the Federal Judiciary Act, which says that federal courts have equitable authority to issue preliminary injunctions to prevent irreparable harm while the case is pending. That is a fancy way of saying that if the executive order contains potentially unconstitutional elements, somebody sues over it, and the court finds that its execution while the case is pending could cause irreparable harm, then the federal court can say, hit the pause button on the executive order. But we can also see that rule in the Supremacy Clause of Article 6 and Article 3 of the Constitution, which says that federal courts and judges can enjoin or pause executive orders that contain potentially unconstitutional provisions. Then you say this.
He will win this in the larger court.
No such thing as a larger court. There are larger courts, but you're probably referring to a higher court. Then you say this.
And all these judges that are against our country should be disbarred.
First of all, didn't know you were in charge of deciding who's against our country, but at any rate, federal judges, they cannot be disbarred. They can be subject to disciplinary actions, and they can be impeached. They can't be disbarred. And then you say this.
We all need to find out who these judges are and get to complaining.
We know who the judge is. His name is James Boasberg, and he's the chief judge for the Federal District Court for the District of Columbia. And Chief Judge Boasberg received a magna cum laude undergrad degree from Oxford University and a JD degree from Yale. But you seem to be an expert in law. In fact, you're saying that we need to read the freaking Constitution, so I look forward to hearing your qualifications. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where entitlement meets poor education. Now, not knowing isn't the end of the world. Nobody knows everything. But for some people, not knowing isn't a reason to find out. It's just a stepping stone to share more inaccurate information.